What is eSIM technology? An eSIM, embedded SIM, is a form of SIM card that is embedded directly into a device. Instead of an integrated circuit located on a removable SIM card, typically made of PVC, an eSIM consists of software installed onto an EUICC chip permanently attached to a device. If the eSIM is EUICC compatible, it can be reprogrammed with new SIM information. Otherwise, the eSIM is programmed with its ICC ID, IMSI and other information at the time it is manufactured, and cannot be changed. Different mobile telephones may not support an eSIM, may have a permanently programmed, unchangeable one, or one that can be reprogrammed for any carrier that supports the technology. Phones may support physical SIMs only, eSIM only, or both. Once an eSIM carrier profile has been installed on an EUICC, it operates the same as a physical SIM, complete with a unique ICC ID and network authentication key generated by the carrier. The eSIM standard was first released in 2016. Since that point, eSIM has begun to replace physical SIM in domains including cellular telephony. Implementation. In 2016, the Samsung Gear S2 Classic 3G smartwatch was the first device to implement an eSIM. In 2017, during Mobile World Congress, Qualcomm introduced a technical solution, with a live demonstration, within its Snapdragon hardware chip associated with related software, secured Java applications. Apple first introduced eSIM support in September 2017 with the Apple Watch Series 3. The first iPhone models to support it were the iPhone XS, iPhone XS Max, and iPhone XR, announced in September 2018. The first iPad model was the iPad Pro, 3rd generation, announced in October 2018. In September 2022, Apple unveiled the iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 14 Pro, and iPhone 14 Pro Max, the first iPhone models not to have a SIM card tray and to work exclusively with eSIM. Outside the United States, all iPhone models continue to be sold with support for both eSIM and physical SIM cards, while in mainland China eSIM isn't supported at all. The US variants lack the ability to specify different default SIMs for different functions, e.g., one SIM as the default for data and the other SIM as the default for voice. They require that the same eSIM be the default SIM for data, voice, and SMS. As a result, data-only eSIMs, such as SIM-Local, Allos IM, Holafly, and Ubigi, may not work correctly on those devices. If bought directly from a carrier, the phone can only add eSIMs from the same carrier as the one on the physical SIM card, even after a carrier unlock. Furthermore, starting with the Galaxy S23, A54, Z Fold 5, and Z Flip 5, the US variants are permanently locked to only work with SIM cards from carriers from the United States and its territories, with limited support for Europe, even after a carrier unlock, for both the carrier, U, and factory unlocked, U1, variants, despite having the bands necessary to work with other countries. Installing a foreign SIM on US Galaxy devices released between 2020 and 2022 will work with limited support, but installing that same SIM on those devices released in 2023 and later will result in an error. As of June 2023, eSIMs that solely rely on activation codes can no longer be added on US variants. AT&T, C-Spire, Metro by T-Mobile, T-Mobile USA, US Cellular, Verizon, Xfinity Mobile, other US carriers and MVNOs. Advantages and disadvantages. Advantages. 1. Several SIMs can be stored at the same time. 2. No need to obtain, store, and insert, eject, and lose small physical SIMs. 3. If the phone is stolen, it can be tracked by Find My Phone services, while a physical SIM can be removed. 4. The risk of damaging a SIM socket's delicate contacts inserting and removing a SIM is eliminated. 5. Phones with eSIM only do not need to be built with hardware SIM holders or means to insert them. This is particularly relevant for small devices such as smartwatches. Disadvantages. 1. If a phone is broken, anything restricted to the eSIM's network becomes inaccessible. In particular, calls cannot be received, and resources, calls, SMS, data, paid for cannot be used. A physical SIM can be transferred from a broken to a working phone. 2. The eSIM, which allows communications to be made and charged to the account holder, cannot be removed if having the phone repaired or lending it to someone. The phone's location can always be tracked if switched on. Functions such as camera, Wi-Fi web use, playing stored videos, etc. cannot be used untraceably by removing the SIM. 3. eSIM accounts must be deleted or transferred from a phone which is sold or disposed of. 4. Compatibility issues with some phones, e.g., US phones that do not accept eSIMs from other countries. We at My Project Paper will now route you through eSIM technology offered by Indian telecom operators, how to activate and avail those services.
Detailed video with context to Indian eSIM. An eSIM is a virtual SIM securely integrated within a smartphone, smartwatch, or any compatible device, thus eliminating the need for a physical card. Users can switch between network carriers and plans without the hassle of physically swapping SIM cards. eSIM on Airtel. To begin, send an SMS with eSIM your registered email address to 121. If your email is valid, expect a confirmation message shortly from 121. Respond to this message by typing 1. Following this, you'll receive another SMS from 121, prompting consent via call. Once you've provided consent, anticipate a message from 121 containing the QR code sent to your registered email ID. Keep in mind that the entire activation procedure may take up to 2 hours with Airtel. If the activation hasn't occurred within this timeframe, it's advisable to reach out to customer support for assistance. eSIM on Jio. Ensure your device compatibility with Jio eSIM by verifying through the official Jio website. Access settings and navigate to About to locate and note down your IMEI and EID numbers. From your Android device with an active Jio SIM, send an SMS with the text GetSIM to 199. Upon completion, you'll receive a 19-digit eSIM number and the configuration details of your eSIM profile. Next, send another SMS, SIMCHG, to 199. Within 2 hours, an update on the eSIM processing will be provided. Once received, confirm it by replying with 1 to 183. Expect a call on your Jio number prompting you to share your 19-digit eSIM number. Shortly after, you'll receive a confirmation message, affirming the successful activation of your new eSIM. eSIM on V. Send an SMS with eSIM your registered email address to 199. A confirmation message will follow promptly, validating your email accuracy. Reply to this SMS with ESIMY to confirm your action. Subsequently, anticipate another SMS seeking consent via call. Once consent is granted, a message containing a QR code will be sent to your registered email ID. Technology is changing at a fast pace, and we all are adapting to this change knowingly or unknowingly. Let's continue to strive better and stay ahead by being early adapters. Keep ahead. Just click the subscribe button below and stay informative with My Project Paper. For research-based thesis and projects, do check out www.myprojectpaper.com.